All right, y'all. Hey guys, we're back again with these talking videos. One of these topics on Ben 10. It's like the third one I've done. So if this video go crazy, make sure you like it, sub up, and we just gonna keep going with this. Today we're gonna talk about how like which aliens could have stayed from the original series that got replaced in Alien Force, and we're only talking about from the original to Alien Force. Like I know a lot of these aliens came back as the series went on, but we're talking about like take you back to like 2008 or whatever when Alien Force about to come out and you were like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to get," and then they brought in a whole new roster and we're thinking about like which aliens they could have possibly kept. I'm probably gonna just give y'all three or two maybe, like which aliens they could have possibly kept in there from the original series that would have went crazy in that like environment. Cause I feel like there is a couple, but I'm gonna give y'all some, and we gonna see. Let me know if you agree. This is a non-Ben 10 shaming place. Make sure you like and sub up, and let me in the Ben 10 community. I should be in there. Just let me in. All right, first one. I feel like Heat Blast could have stayed a part of the roster. In they exchanged him for Swampfire, even though like Swampfire has more abilities. But I just listen like, imagine like the first alien, maybe I don't know, maybe the first alien that Ben would have turned into when he first like the Watch first transformed back was Heat Blast. It would have been like such a not nostalgia because I guess the show would have. I think they were like close next to each other when they came out, but it just would have been so hype just to see that like, oh my god, Heat Blast immediately in there. But it's like I feel like Heat Blast could have been one of those people that stayed, even though Swamp Fire and I know Heat Blast came back, but we're talking about from the jump from the original to like Alien Force, bro. Heat Blast in that roster of Alien would have just like kept the like mold and love of the original series that everybody had and just kept it going. I feel like they could like this is a whole different time. I feel like they could have kept the original Watch and then by Ultimate Alien made that the Alien Force One and kept going, but that's here or there, whatever. But I feel like they could have milked that like a little bit longer with the original Aliens, Loki. But that's just me. Maybe I like the original series too much. But it's just like I feel like Heat Blast would have just been better and more iconic to have as an alien. Like I don't know, bro. I'm really thinking in my head, like I really thought about this for like 2 minutes. And I was really thinking like if he would have transformed into Swamp Fire, I mean Heat Blast, in the first episode, would I have been more hyped? And I think yeah. I think it just would have been like, oh, it's the OG people that stopped watching after Alien Force or after original show. They would have came back and be like, what? Heat Blast was the first? I don't know, and I don't know. I'm just really thinking about that. I feel like I don't feel like you need Swampfire. Swampfire is dope. He's one of the most popular ones from Alien Force. But I feel like if you would have put Heat Blast in there instead of Swampfire, it would have made a I don't know, man. That's tough. Let me know what y'all think. But I think you could have kept Heat Blast in that original 10 in the new watch. Alright, this one, my mic. This one, no brainer. I feel like Diamond Head should have just stayed on the roster from the get-go. Now I know he gets brought back in like later and they replaced him as Chroma Stone and Chroma Stone like, you know, clocked out and they brought him back because of the fight with Vilgax. But I feel like Diamond Head should have just stayed. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really like the purple on him. I like the original design. Now this all goes back to the original show. If Diamond Head would have been a part of that original 10 roster instead of Chroma Stone, would it made a difference? And again, I feel like yes. Like I don't know. I feel like you could have like for me, a dream world would have been when Alien Force started. Half the roster could have been OG, half of them could have been new, and you could have kept it like that. But I don't know. That maybe that's just me holding on to the classic too long or too much, man. But I feel like bro, Diamond Head would have been a great addition to the roster. They literally have like bro, that was the most blatant replacement of an alien because they literally made, especially when they made Diamond Head turn, they made Chromostone turn into Diamond Head. So it's like you could have just kept Diamond Head as the original. Diamond Head is not in my top. He's in my top five, maybe not my top three. But I feel like Diamond Head could have been a part of that original roster, and it wouldn't have made like a significant difference. You could have got Chroma Stone out of there, man. Chroma Stone, what can he really like? He could just shoot the beam and absorb the beam, I guess, shoot it back. But it's like my bad, had a hiccup. But it's like yeah, you can absorb the beam, but it's like Diamond Head just has more like finesse to him. You know what I mean? It's like oh, Diamond Head could do this, and like I don't know. I maybe I have a too strong of a touch towards Diamond Head. But it's like I feel like if he would have like again, if he would have been a part of those 10, would have made a big difference not have a Chroma Stone or Diamond Head. That's why I'm putting myself back in time to where Alien Force first came out. If he would have had the OG aliens, plus I'm just thinking about it in that art style too. A lot of those aliens got screwed out of that art style. I still think the original watch looks better in that art style, but I still like the Alien Force watch. But it's just like it just comes down to that. Like, would I enjoy Diamond Head if he was a part of the original 10, or how would that shaped later in the series? I don't know how that would have looked later in the series, but I feel like they could have did it. Like again, they could have did it, but I don't know why they wouldn't. But that's up to them. All right, bro. This one might be the one that I'm most strongest about. I feel like they could have kept Way Big for Humongousaur. Now, again, I know a lot of these are your favorites, but we're talking about when the show first came from the original to Alien Force, which didn't even take that long. I think it came out like real quick, like I said earlier. But if I know Way Big is like way big, I know, right? But it's like I feel like Humongousaur can't get that big, but I feel like just having Way Big in that roster, I know he couldn't use him like every episode, but I feel like Way Big was just like, especially when he first came out, when he was like going against Vilgax at the end of the movie, which is the greatest movie ever, came in that movie. They could have kept him in the original. Cause did he come back after that? Like way down the line, but we're talking about from OG to Alien Force. I feel like they could have kept him in there, saved him for like the season finale for big moments. I know you don't really need Way Big if you got Alien X and all that. That's towards down the line. We're talking about the original 10. They could have brought out Way Big and like used him many times in the series. I feel like there could have been a lot of opportunities for that. Now I don't know everything off the top of my head, but I feel like I don't know. It just would have been cool to see him a part of the original 10 for me. Like, I don't know. You don't need. I mean, Humongousaur became iconic. I played with Humongousaur in the Alien Force games when I unlocked him. The Alien Force game when I unlocked him, and I only played with him really. But other than that, like, I feel like Way Big just would have been. I mean, I don't know. Because in the games, I think they would have, like, they only put Humongousaur because he could, like, fit on the screen. If they would have had Way Big, they would have had to put him as the 5 aliens in the I don't know. I'm thinking about the games too, bro. Imagine Alien Force had the original roster, and like even though they had 5 aliens in Alien Force the game, you could have picked 5 of the original that should have been in. Bro, I'm about to go on a rant. Side note, bro, if Protector of the Earth had all 10 aliens, it would have been the greatest Ben 10 video game ever. I say this every single time. If they could somehow remake that game, the official developers remake that game and make it where you could have all 10 aliens, but it could be the same. I don't care if it's the exact same. Just make all 10 aliens. Oh my god. People would play that game forever. Like you could have so many different options, bro. It was crazy because I'm going on a whole tangent. I'm tripping. But it's like two of the aliens were like Wildvine and Cannonball. When they came later in the series, we couldn't have Wild Mutt, or Gray Matter probably wouldn't work. Somebody else, anybody. Like I'm going on a rant, but that's my thing about Humongousaur, and I feel like Way Big should have replaced. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty much my list right now. I'm not trying to make this video super long, but let me know if you made this far. Make sure you like and sub up if you like Ben 10. We're gonna keep going with this. See how far it takes me, and like if let me know if my list is complete cap and I'm just wrong. I'm the worst person ever with this. Or just let me know if I'm right. I don't care. Just let me I mean I do care, but it's like, you know, am I right? Am I wrong? Should these aliens have been in there? Should they have not? Should they stayed? Like just let me know. Let me know in the comments. Like and sub up like I said if you like Ben 10. Share this up and we gonna keep going. Let me know any suggestions, anything else you want me to talk about. Like I said, I'm the best Ben 10 video game player of all time. I'm the best like fan of all time. I may not know everything, but I know a little bit. I don't know as much as Ink Tank and them. They know everything. But I know enough to hold my own. Not really. Not against them. But I'll catch y'all next time.